Welcome back to the lab, YouTubers. This is a medium quality thermal camera. I'm going to turn it on. Here's the bottom of the freezer, and you can see the cooling exchange, the heat exchange coils in the freezer just by me holding it right in front of the freezer like that. So that tells me where the heat exchange is taking place. And you can see it's around the freezer like this, those large coils. A solar charge inverter, which is this one, and that's making a lot of heat. Now let's see what inflammation looks like with a thermal camera. This is a mosquito bite, and as you can see, there's a central red spot and surrounding redness and swelling of the skin. So this is an inflammatory response from the mosquito bite, and the redness is increased blood flow and heat in the skin. And we're going to look at a couple of examples just to see how this looks with a thermal camera. How exactly this happens is complex. When an injury occurs, such as an infection or a physical injury, white blood cells in the area release chemical messengers. These white blood cells are typically immune cells. So these chemicals are released into the system, and then they result in localized increased blood flow to the area to protect the injured tissues, and that localized blood flow is felt as heat. They also release other chemicals known as heat shock proteins, and those heat shock proteins boost this immune response even further. So let's look at a couple of examples using the thermal camera. This will be interesting. Now here's a foot wart or verruca. This is a viral infection. The temperature there is hotter than the surrounding tissues. The rest of the foot shows normal temperature. Now, I recently got injured doing some whitewater rafting, and two of my fingers got infected. So I'm going to show you how this infection looks like with the thermal camera. And here's a normal finger, which is my pinky, and my index finger. But look at the infected fingers. So the two white-looking fingers are infected in the 37 degree range, and the other fingers are normal. Now this is what the same fingers look like after a 5-day course of antibiotics. The good news is I can keep my fingers. Here's how they look right now. Much less inflamed. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep on experimenting.